Hey, what's up guys? Jake here with Success Motors. Oh boy, do we have a nice excursion for you guys today. You know that feeling when you know you're looking fly, you got the right shoes on, you got the right shirt on, you got the right watch on, and you're feeling fresh as a daisy, and you walk in a room and you know you ain't got to say nothing because you're looking good. Man, that's how I feel about this excursion. I could probably just walk around it and say nothing about it. But hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time with us, man, welcome. My name is Jake. I'm the owner-operator of Success Motors down here in College Station, Texas. Over the next 15 minutes, I'm gonna do a full in-depth walk-around video on this beautiful Ford Excursion. I'm gonna highlight all the flaws and tell you all the history so that if you wanna buy this thing and you're across the country, you can confidently send the money over and we'll send the truck to you, and you're gonna know exactly what you are getting. But hey, if it is your second or third time to the channel, man, welcome. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for all the comments, the support, the subscribers, man. I really just appreciate you guys. Definitely don't sleep on the YouTube channel or the Instagram or anything Success Motors over the next week, because this is number 3 I think I've posted in the past 3 days, and I still have 4 more to go. And I tell you what, I'm saving the best for last, although this is a really nice Excursion. All right, this one is a 2002 Ford Excursion Limited Ultimate, which just means it's the upper echelon of the Limited. It has 193,000 miles. It's a 4-wheel drive, of course, 7.3 Powerstroke diesel. Guys, this is the granddaddy of them all. This is the one that everybody wants, and this one is super clean. It is a one-owner family. So just going to give you a little bit of history, and then I'll get closer to it. One-owner family. So the guy that I bought it from, well, I'll get closer to it now. The guy that I bought it from, he acquired it when his father passed away. So I think technically, if you look on Carfax, it says 2-owner. But what that was the gentleman whose father passed away, he just took ownership of it. And so it's one-owner family, been in the same family its whole life, clearly garage kept. This thing is absolutely mint, no paint correction required. We didn't do any of that. This is just how the paint shines. It looks to have been garage kept its entire life. It's extremely nice, very good condition. It does have some new tires. What are these? The Yokohama Geolander all-terrain size 285/75 R16. Those tires are basically brand new. Now, this truck is not a Southern truck, okay? This truck I actually got out of Missouri. So this is not a Southern truck. However, I will show you underneath. I'll show you all the rockers. I'll show you everything. This video will be a little bit more, maybe even detailed than it usually is, just so you can see that I do not believe it has any rust worth mentioning. It's a very clean Excursion. The pictures are not lying to you. I'd be hard pressed to say there's another one like it anywhere in the country for the price point. Although I'll show you here, looks like for whatever reason, some of this chrome here, this, it's not real chrome, it's some kind of like cladding. It looks like it's kind of bubbling up all along this driver's side. Stand back 5 feet, literally can't see that, but that's why I do these videos, so you know exactly what you were getting. But anyway, on the passenger side fender and door, not a single dent. Back here on the secondary door, the back door of the passenger side, not a dent, not a ding, not a scratch, not a paint chip. Man, nothing. Look at the roof. Man, absolutely beautiful, guys. It's a very nice truck. Y'all be sure to check out the description in the little video description below so that you can see, exactly what I might have forgotten to mention. But you can see down this passenger side, not a single dent, guys, not a single dent or nothing. Does have an interesting little white line in here, and it looks like it's a flaw in the clear coat. I'm not positive. I almost said pause. I bet if this was paint corrected, that would come off, but it does have a weird, like maybe something got on it and ran down and damaged the clear coat right there. Just want you to be aware of that. Of course, the Yokohamas are all around. They're new all around. Man, this thing just looks absolutely dynamite. Also, stay tuned for when we get inside. Interior is maybe even nicer than the exterior. And I've got all the original records from when it was bought from Matchins Ford, wherever that is, I guess Missouri. Man, just absolutely beautiful. It does have the parking sensors in the rear. Everything looks good. Underneath looks good. Clearly it was, undercoated at some point in its life. But man, everything looks really, really good underneath there. I'm not going to say it's as clean as a Southern truck underneath, but I would say it's very good, and it's very clean. And the rockers don't have any rust in them whatsoever. So I feel confident selling this to you. In fact, this was also, if you remember on one of those previous videos, I mentioned I was potentially interested in having my wife keep one of these that we're listing, and this was a contender that I wanted her to consider because it's just as nice as it seems. Guys, I haven't seen any flaws to show you, although I think I did. I got distracted. There was a little scratch right here. That seems to be above the paint. That seems like it's above the paint. That's not in the paint. I bet that would come off with a magic eraser. Fun pro tip, magic eraser and WD-40 would get that off. If you've got paint on top of your paint from like hitting something, a magic eraser and WD-40 will actually get it off. Again, one owner family, basically just gonna call it one owner, even though I think the Carfax is gonna say two owners, but I told you the story. No accidents, however, the Carfax does report damage to the rear end. The old man was driving it, I think last year or the year before, and he was pulling a trailer and I guess jackknifed the trailer, and it caused some damage to, I think, the rear quarter on both sides and the bumper. And so it says minor damage, I believe, on the Carfax report, but it wasn't an accident necessarily. I guess it just jackknifed, but I got to speak with the previous owner in detail, and he said it was just from the jackknife and they fixed it, professionally, etc., etc. All right, found a flaw. Does have a little dent right here, kind of a weird area to have a dent, but it has a little crease right there. But man, that's it. I think we're at like 2 flaws so far. I'll show you that just so nobody thinks I'm trying to hide everything. Little scratch there. Now, guys, I try not to hide anything. Be sure to follow us on Instagram if you don't already. I post things there as incoming before anywhere else. And that gives some folks an opportunity to schedule a showing before I even list it. So sometimes I'll have people lined up to buy these things before we ever even post them. So if you want to be one of those people, follow us on Instagram. Look how clean, even the bumper is. Man, just absolutely superb. And there is underneath. Man, really, really nice truck. All right, let's take it inside. Guys, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, info@successmotors.net. And definitely stay tuned to the end of the video because we are going to drive this thing and I'm going to give you a driving impression. All right, limited, ultimate, absolutely clean. So clean. So clean. Carpets are clean. I didn't have to put any kind of weather tech. Sometimes, I shouldn't say the word have to. I just didn't choose to because the original mats are clean. Sometimes the original mats are dirty and I'll have to, I put a weather tech in there to replace it. But this one was so clean, I didn't feel like that was necessary. You do get memory seats on this trim level. You do get heated seats and power seats. Seats are in good condition. Check out the steering wheel. Steering wheel's in good condition. It has not been recovered. That's the original steering wheel. All the buttons work. Cruise control works. All this stuff controls the radio. You can see it's bone stock, guys. I should have mentioned that before. Bone stock, not even a trailer brake controller. No programmer, no tuner. 4-wheel drive, of course. And then we did have it serviced at College Station Ford about 100 miles ago. So it's fully serviced. We did the fuel filters and all of that. So it's ready to rock and roll. It was actually up on the the lift when they were changing the oil, and the kid that was working on it came out afterwards and said, "Man, I got to get your number. My dad is looking for a mint condition Ford Excursion." And when I had this thing up on the lift, man, he said, man, this one is extremely nice. It's a very nice Ford Excursion, so I thought that was cool. But check out even the interior back here. Just no stains. Seat doesn't look like it was ever even sat in. Man, just everything. I haven't opened this. I shouldn't open it right now either. The hinges are kind of hard. There we go. That's kind of cool. Boom. I forgot to show you the rocker on the front. So I'm going to recourse here. But just, I want to be more detailed because this one is a Southern truck. Check it out. Rocker is clean. No rust. No rust down there in the door. I'm going to retrace my steps, go back to the driver's side rocker, or the driver door. And you can see no rust. And then down there in that pocket, no rust there either. So again, this one is from Missouri. I believe garage kept, very well cared for. I don't believe rust is an issue. There's nothing in the rockers. Frame looks good. In all the points where you might see rust, this doesn't appear to have any. Carpets are clean. Man, just such a clean, well cared for, nice Ford Excursion. This is both doors open, as you can see. Coming around here, start with the rocker so I don't forget. Rocker, clean. Back seat, headliner. Man, just everywhere, guys. It's a really clean Ford Excursion. All right, well, I'm gonna get the rocker before I get excited to show you all that paperwork. Again, man, just no rust anywhere there. All right, check it out. This one has all the original stuff, but I've never seen this before. It's a little toolkit from Ford. Here's the original door code. That's epic. VHS tape still in the packaging, kind of cool. Ford owner's manual. Employee involvement, that's cool. And then bought at Joe Matchin's. Here's all the original documents and whatnot in there. So that's pretty cool. And just so you can see, I'm not hiding anything. This seat is equally nice as the driver. You get power seats both sides. Carpets are really clean. Dash is really clean. We did shampoo the carpets and steam cleaned the interior, which is just our typical, so that you know you're buying something that is sanitary and clean, which if I were buying one, would be a big plus for me. Gonna go underneath the hood here. Hold on one second. I'm gonna set the phone down and show you guys the engine bay. Very clean. It runs good. It stops good. It drives good. Starts right up. Man, just really clean. Good looking. Good running. Ford Excursion. All right, let me pop inside here. We do have 2 keys and 2 key fobs. I'm gonna hop in and start her up for you guys. Not a cold start. Been driving it. Probably driven it about 50 miles so far, and it drives great. Also, I did want to show you, still has the original window sticker. Or not original window sticker, but this is the original windshield. So made in Kansas, I think. No, Kentucky built. So that's kind of cool. You don't see them often where they still have the original windshield. Starts right up. No check engine light, no ABS light, none of that. AC blows cold. It's a warmer day.
Sure, we're non-profit.
Radio works. Locks work. Window works. Oops, accidentally pushed that one down. All the way. Everything works, radio works. This guy works, rear AC works. 4-wheel drive works. Shifts into 4-wheel drive. And has 193,901 miles. All right, you guys see the door ajar light? That is the biggest fall on the truck. And So the door ajar light is on and it just stays on. And because of that, the interior lights stay on for about 15 minutes and then they cut off. It does have adjustable pedals, by the way. Somebody asked me that yesterday. These trim levels do have adjustable pedals. So I did the typical WD-40 in the door latch, trying to see if that would help it out. And I did it for maybe 30 minutes yesterday. It was unsuccessful in getting that light to come off. So I didn't fool with it too much. It sounds like it's a pretty easy fix. Just takes some time and some patience to spray WD-40 in the latch and whatnot, and kind of close the door over and over again, because it seems like it's a failure in here from some grime or some grease. Anyway, I didn't think it was a huge deal, so I just didn't spend the time fixing it, but I want you to know about it. The door jar light does stay on. But all right, let me be quiet for a minute, hear it idle. Batteries were replaced 8 of 23. And then come around to the exhaust so you can hear it. Man, just a really healthy 7.3 liter. All right, guys, stay tuned here. I'm gonna grab my bag, hop in, and we'll go for a test drive in just a second. All right, guys, here we are behind the wheel of that Excursion. A few of the things I did want to mention is just see you got Motorcraft windshield wipers. And I don't know this for certain, but I'd say this has probably never had anything but Motorcraft Ford parts on it. Who puts Motorcraft windshield wipers on their vehicle? I know I don't. I usually go with like a Rain-X or something, so that's kind of cool. All right, well, let's just go for a little cruise here and let you guys see what this thing is all about. It is a very healthy 7.3, at least it feels that way. Again, no lights on it than that door ajar light that we talked about. Interior lights have already shut off, so they're only on for a few moments. I think the cutoff is either 5 minutes or 15 minutes, I don't recall, but they're already off. So just the most annoying thing is just that door ajar light is right there. But again, can be fixed. If you Google it, you'll find forum after forum about it, and it seems like WD-40 usually does the trick. But anyway, everything seems to be working on this truck, and the transmission shifts smooth and the brakes are good, and it just seems to be a good running and driving Ford Excursion. So we'll head on over to where I'm going next. I'll let you guys see it shift. Buttery smooth shifts. Again, like I said, I think I've driven this thing somewhere in the ballpark of 50 to 100 miles so far. It just seems to be a really nice truck. Again, guys, please be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and then go over there, follow us on Instagram if you're interested in Ford Excursion type of videos and whatnot. We've got a whole fleet left to list. Going to be listing one a day the rest of the week probably. And man, we got some good ones. But all right, let me be quiet for a minute. You can hear this thing run. Shifted through the gears great. Steering is very tight. I'm just holding it one hand as I have my camera in the other hand. So yeah, steering is really tight. Plus the steering wheel being in good condition just feels nice in your hand. We're running what, 1700 RPMs at 50. Everything's working. Just a great place to be, guys. If you're interested in a Ford Excursion for you or your spouse, man, this is a good one. It's a nice one. Particularly like the fact that it's bone stock and it's a low owner rig. It's been well cared for. You know, it hasn't been driven hard and put up wet. Seems to be have been well cared for. And man, it's just a really nice Ford Excursion. But again, if you guys ever have any questions about this one or any other Excursion or Excursions in general, I'm happy to answer them. Give me a call, 979-202-1948. And to see more pictures of this thing, be sure to check out our website. That's the only place that I'm able to post all the pictures that I take which is successmotors.net. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, God bless you, and we'll talk to you soon.